Hi, I'm attorney Lee Coleman at Hughes and Coleman Law Firm, and one of the questions that has come up for us has to do with confidential settlements in nursing home abuse cases. We represent victims of nursing home abuse, and when the issue of settlement comes up, oftentimes the nursing home facility, their insurance company, their lawyers will insist that the settlement be confidential. So what does that mean, and why should our clients want to do that? Well, a settlement is an agreement. In other words, if a case settles, it means the plaintiffs and the defendants have agreed on an amount and the terms of the settlement. And when that happens, very often, almost always anymore, we see is that the insurance company for the nursing home and the nursing home and their lawyer, they'll all say, we want the settlement to be confidential. And if it's confidential, that means the plaintiff, the injured person, their family, and the lawyers representing them cannot discuss the amount of the settlement, the names of the facility involved, or any of the details of the settlement. Well, why is that? Well, quite simply, these nursing homes that have had to pay these settlements don't want it known out in the public that they've agreed to pay money to somebody who was injured or had a bad result in their nursing home. The question comes up all the time among lawyers and judges and law professors and maybe even public commentators about why should confidential settlements even be allowed, because the argument is that if somebody's done something and they're having to pay a settlement, the public ought to know about it. Well, right now it's not illegal to do confidential settlements. There occasionally courts will get involved in certain cases and not allow it. But as a general rule right now, in the state of Kentucky and in most states, if a defendant wants to insist on confidentiality, then they can insist on that, and then it's up to the family and the plaintiff and their lawyers to decide, do they want to accept it. But if you accept that settlement offer and it has a confidentiality agreement, then you just can't talk about the details of the settlement. You can talk maybe in very vague terms and say, well, we were recently able to settle a case, but not really say anything about the case, and certainly not the amount or the name. If you've been involved in a case that has settled for a confidential amount, we'd invite your comments on that. What do you think about that? Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Because we hear families say, they really hate the fact that they're settling the case and that this nursing home facility is paying the money to settle the case, and yet nobody else will know about it, and other families have their loved ones in there. And so that's a real concern for our clients, and we'd like to know what your concerns are if you've had a case like that. So we'd invite your comments on that so we can share them with everyone else out there in the video world. Thank you and have a good day.